narrated by Darby, Tigger and Pooh. So we were minding our own business until we found something. Tigger opened the package and it was a Sprout DVD. The DVD cover had the Sprout flower in a green background. Then Pooh put the DVD in, and it began with a warning screen, but it was like in Elmo's Vengeance. After that, it then showed the main menu. I pressed play, but before it started, a warning screen came up while reading, "Warning, this episode features our old idea of this channel, Sprout Flower. It contains scenes that have strong language and/or in scenes that have violence. This is rather offensive, which is why we didn't air it. Please watch at your own risk anytime. Thank you." "Oh bother, broken bar," Pooh muttered. The logo started to begin, but the Sprout Flower looked depressed, like he didn't want to be here. "Oh, man," Sprout Flower groaned. "Why did I have to go?" After he groaned that, he held up a picture of his logo. Sprout Flower then picked up the picture and began to cry. "Why did they have to shut down my channel back in 2017? Why would they replace me with Universal Kids?" he sobbed. "Here's the thing, Sprout Flower doesn't speak in a logo. He sounds like Streaks from Street Sharks respectively." Then it showed Hawk Moth in his lair. "Hawk Moth?" I exclaimed. "What's he doing here?" "Now let us see what we have here," Hawk Moth said. A logo who was sad that the creators have removed them from the place he calls home. Hawk Moth grinned and winked at the same time. "He's perfect for my Akuma," Hawk Moth declared. Just then, a butterfly flew to Hawk Moth's hands as he transformed it. "Now fly away, my little buddy, and devilize this broken heart," he said. It then cut to Sprout Flower, who was still holding the picture of him. Suddenly, the Akuma flew into the logo and inserted itself into the picture, which shocked Sprout Flower. Sprout Flower stopped crying and gasped. "What?" Sprout Flower gasped. "You know what? Just get over it already." "Calm down, I'm here to help you," Hawk Moth reassured. "To broken bar you are?" Sprout Flower questioned. "Yes," Hawk Moth replied. "I am Hawk Moth and you are now Vengeful Flower. Your creators have removed you from the place you call home, which they left you, but I'm here to give you with this power to get your revenge. The only thing I want you to do is to teleport to Paris and bring me the miraculous of Ladybug and Cat Noir," he explained. "Of course, Hawk Moth," Sprout Flower accepted. "I am so ready." Sprout Flower got covered in white smoke, which then he turned into an akumatized villain now known as Vengeful Flower. Sprout Flower now had a white mask on. "I'm ready to get revenge," Sprout Flower spoke. "Nothing can stop me now." Sprout Flower then flew out laughing evilly. It then went to Universal Kids, who can be seen crying holding a picture of his logo from 2017. Just then, Vengeful Flower flew into the shot. "Hey Universal Kids," Vengeful Flower greeted. "Was your channel shut down too?" "Yes, back in March 6, 2025, Universal Kids cried. "Here's the thing, Universal Kids doesn't speak in a logo either. He sounds like Spike from Extreme Dinosaurs respectively." Then, Vengeful Flower had an idea. "I know," he said. "Why not you join me for revenge?" "Okay." Universal Kids accepted. Universal Kids then transformed. Universal Kids was now Universal Vengeful. He had a red mask on. "Wow!" Universal Vengeful gasped. "This looks awesome on me." "Thanks Universal Vengeful," Vengeful Flower thanked. "You're welcome," Universal Vengeful said. "Come on now, let's pay these shows a huge visit." "Yeah," Vengeful Flower said. It then showed the scene where Spartacus and Stephanie were sad that their show ended in 2014. "Man, such a shame we had to go so fast," Spartacus said. "I just wish we could get another season." "Me too, Spartacus," Stephanie said. Just then, Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful came into the shot. "Hey guys," Vengeful Flower said to the two. "What's wrong? Did your show get cancelled?" "Yes, back in 2014, Spartacus said. "Yeah," Stephanie agreed. "Also, even after Nick Jr. got rid of us in July 2010, Sprout took us off the air too in 2016. "Oh man, that must stink now that you think about it," Vengeful Flower said. "Sure it does," Stephanie muttered. "I just wish our show would get renewed for another season." "How about this?" Universal Vengeful said. "Why don't you both join us?" "What makes you think we can't trust someone like you?" Spartacus asked. "It is to get revenge on our network," Vengeful Flower said. "Well, we do want our show back," Stephanie said. "Let's do it." Spartacus, Okay then, Spartacus said. Suddenly, the two transformed. Spartacus was now Spartacus. He had his superhero suit in shades of black and gray and had a thunder symbol on it. Stephanie was now Steph-Terror. She had a pink mask on, a magenta superhero suit with a thunder symbol on it, and she had a purple cape on. Amazing looks, Steph-Terror said. Wow, I never realized this would look good. Spartacus thanked. Thanks, guys. You're welcome, Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful said. Happy. Then Stingy, Ziggy, Pixel, Trixie, Mayor Milford and Miss Bessie came up. Oh my goodness, Spartacus and Stephanie, what happened to you? Stingy said. Oh, hey guys, Steph-Terror said, happily. We are now working for Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful said Spartacus. Oh, you mean this Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful? Pixel asked. Yes, Steph-Terror said. Now go got them, Vengeful Flower said. Wait, Ziggy pleaded. Spartacus, Stephanie, this isn't like you both. Too late, Spartacus yelled. Spartacus Steph-Terror then used a chainsaw and chainsawed Stingy, Ziggy, Pixel, Trixie, Mayor Milford and Miss Bessie as they screamed in anguish. After destroying the entirety of Lazy Town, Spartacus and Steph-Terror were sent by Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful to their secret hideout. It then cut to Dino Dan where he can be seen crying. Just then, Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful came into the shot. Hey Dan, Universal Vengeful greeted. Why are you crying? Because Universal Kids removed me in 2021, Dan cried. Also, I got replaced by Dana on Dino Dana. Oh, a broken bar, Vengeful Flower muttered until he came up with an idea. I know. How about you join us for some revenge? Okay, Dan accepted. Dan then started transforming. Dan was now Balin. He had his look from Dawn's Vengeance. Cool, thanks guys, Balin said. You're welcome, Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful said. After recruiting Dana, which is because the show ended in 2020, and after a rampage around the Dino Dan and Dana universes, Balin and Danielle went into the secret hideout. It then cut to Sesame Street where Elmo, Zoe, Rosita, Telly, Baby Bear, Cookie Monster, Ernie, Bert, Grover and Big Bird were sad that Sprout took their show off the air in 2015, and Prairie Dawn was sad that they took away PWMS in 2016. Elmo is sad that Sprout took our show away in 2015. Elmo said. Yeah, Prairie agreed. And I'm sad that my show got away. What do we do now, Ernie? Bert asked. I don't know, Bert, Ernie replied. Just then, Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful came in the shot. Hello puppets, Vengeful Flower greeted. Why are you all sad? Because our show got off the air in 2015, Bert replied. Yes, and my show got away since 2016, Prairie said right before she started crying. Oh no, Universal Vengeful muttered. That's horrible. Yeah, Prairie agreed. We're very sad. I know, Vengeful Flower said. How about you guys come and get revenge with us? Let's do it. Ernie accepted. The Sesame Street gang then started transforming. Elmo was now Demo. He had his look from Elmo's Vengeance. Prairie was now Scripperry. She had her look from Prairie's Vengeance. Big Bird was now Giant Bird. He had. Grover was now Drover. He had. Ernie was now Bernie. He had. Bert was now Dirt. He had. Telly was now Drelly. He had. Rosita was now Drosita. She had. Zoe was now Zoo. She had. Cookie Monster was now Dreadful Monster. He had. And Baby Bear was now Baby Vengeful Bear. He had. Awesome looks, Dirt said. Thanks guys. Demo thanked. You're welcome, Vengeful Flower said. After the rampage on Sesame Street, the Vengeful Sesame Street gang went into the secret hideout. It then cut to 64 Zoo Lane where Lucy can be seen crying. Just then, Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful came in the shot. Hello little girl, Vengeful Flower greeted. What's all this crying? My show was removed in 2009, Lucy cried. Oh no, Universal Vengeful muttered. What about Sprout? Did they cancel your show? Of course they did, Lucy replied. Since 2013. Oh no, Universal Vengeful muttered. I know, Vengeful Flower spoke. How about you get revenge on them? Good idea. Lucy accepted. Lucy then began to transform. Lucy was now Drusy. she had. Wow, thanks you too. I look nice in my new look, Trucy said. After a rampage around 64 Zoo Lane, Trucy went into the secret hideout. It then cut to the book club where Super White, Alpha Pig, Wonder Red, Princess Presto and Wolfster were watching the final episode of their show on a TV. We can't believe that PBS Kids took us off the air back in 2016, Super White said, and we even deserved more reruns, Princess Presto said. Yeah, Wonder Red agreed, and we deserved a movie or a fourth season. Just then Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful came into the shot. Hey super readers, why are you all sad? Vengeful Flower asked. Because our show was ended back in 2016, Alpha Pig said. Uh-oh. That's terrible to hear that, Universal Vengeful said. We even disappeared back in 2017 and 25. Oh my piece, Princess Presto gasped. Sorry that happened to you. I have an idea. Vengeful Flower spoke. How about you join our crew? Really? Wolfster asked. Now, super readers, the kids told the super readers, are you sure you want to do this? This can affect the future forever. However, the super readers ignored the kids and transformed. Super Y was now Super White's Terran. He had the same look from Super Y's Vengeance. Alpha Pig was now Alpha Pigster. He had. Wonder Red was now Wonder Blood Red. She had. Princess Presto was now Princess Primo. She had. And Wolfster was now Wolfsterine. He had. Thanks, guys. Super White stared and said, you're welcome, readers. Vengeful Flower said, wait. How did you? The kids said, but before they would finish the super readers noticed them. Shut up, they interrupted. Wait. What? The kids gasped. Then Princess Primo chainsawed the kids as they screamed in pain. After a big rampage around the storybook village, the super readers went to the secret hideout. It would then show a shot of the Wiggles house where the Wiggles appeared to be watching promos of their show on Universal Kids, and they were all crying. Man, we want our show back on Universal Kids, Greg sobbed. Yaha, Broken Bar, Anthony sobbed. Just then Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful teleported into the shot. Wiggles, why did you stop making music to watch promos of your own show on Universal Kids? Vengeful Flower asked. Because Universal Kids stopped airing us back in 2021, Lackey said. We feel your pain, Wiggles. Universal Vengeful said. Can you help us? Murray said. Sure we can. Vengeful Flower said. The Wiggles then began transforming. Greg was now Gregor. He had. Murray was now Murray. He had. Jeff was now Jeff. He had. Anthony was now Athanaji. He had. Lackey was now Lackoven. He had. Simon was now Seema. He had. Emma was now Aurora. She had. We look so cool with those new outfits, Athanaji said. Just then the other Wiggles members, Sam and Say, came into the shot. Greg, Jeff, Murray, Anthony, Simon, Ma, Lackey, are you okay? Say said. We are no longer the Wiggles. Jeff spoke and started. We are now a broken bar. A broken bar. The Gorgles, Murray, Athanaji, Seema and Aurora finished. Wait, what? Sam gasped. Yes, Murray said. Now goodbye guys. Gregor then grabbed a katana and sliced Sam and Say's heads off as they screamed in anguish. After a big rampage in the Wiggles world, the Gorgles were sent to the secret hideout. It then cut to Teletubbyland where the Teletubbies were sad that they're not on PBS Kids Sprout anymore. One day in Teletubbyland, Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala Po were very sad, the Teletubbies narrator said. Teletubbies sad, the four multicolored aliens said, somberly. Just then Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful teleported into the shot to comfort them. Teletubbies, why are you all sad? Vengeful Flower said to them. Our show was removed from PBS Kids Sprout. Tinky Winky said in a full sentence. We were surprised to hear a Teletubby to speak in a full sentence. Yes, Dipsy agreed. Back in 2008, we feel your pain. Teletubby as a broken bar. Universal Vengeful said. BTW, we're getting revenge. Wanna help us? Yes, Lala said. Yeah, Tinky Winky cheered. Let's do it. The Teletubbies then started to transform. Tinky Winky was now Twin Killer. He had a purple mask on, a purple superhero suit with a thunder symbol on it, and he had a purple cape on. Dipsy was now Diaziel. He had his same look from the original Vengeance encounter. Lala was now La Larson. She had a yellow mask on, a yellow superhero suit with a thunder symbol on it, and she had a yellow cape on. Po was now Pogan. She had a red mask on, a maroon superhero suit with a thunder symbol on it, and she had a maroon cape on. Cool, Diesel said. Guys, thanks for helping us. You're welcome, Universal Vengeful said. Just then, Nunu came into the shot. Hello, Nunu. The Teletubbies waved. Guys? You look different, Nunu said in confusion. It's because we need some revenge, Pogan said. But why? Nunu asked. Because those bastards at PBS Kids Sprout threw us out, Twin Killer growled. Yeah, and we have to kill you permanently, Lal Arson said. What? Nunu gasped. But I'm your friend. Sorry, but we need to do this, Diesel said. Guys please, Nunu pleaded. But it was too late. The Teletubbies killed their own robotic friend. And then, the narrator spoke up. Oh no, the narrator gasped. It seems that the Teletubbies have killed. But before he would finish, the Teletubbies noticed him. Shut up, they interrupted. Wait, what? The narrator gasped. Then, Lal Arson chainsawed the narrator as he screamed in pain. After causing destruction upon Teletubbyland, the Teletubbies were sent to the secret hideout. It then showed the High Five gang, but they were depressed that Sprout took them off the air back in 2010. Why did Sprout take us off the air back in 2010, causing us to retire in 2019? Tim sobbed. Yeah, what are we gonna do? Casey said. I don't know, Lauren said. Just then Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful teleported into the shot. High Five. Why did you stop making music since 2019? Vengeful Flower asked. Because Sprout took us away back in 2010, Stevie said. We feel your pain. High Five. Universal Vengeful said. Can you help us? Felly said. Sure we can. Vengeful Flower said. The High Five then began transforming. Lauren was now Laurenator. She had. Casey was now Casander. She had. Felly was now Feli Fender. She had. Tim was now Timurderer. He had. Stevie was now Stevlin. He had. We look so cool with those new outfits, Felfiander said. Just then the other High Five members, Kelly, Kathleen, Nathan Foley, Tim Harding and Charlie Robinson, came into the shot. Lauren, Casey, Felly, Tim, Steve A., are you okay? Nathan said. We are no longer the High Five. Stevlin spoke and started. We are now a broken bar. A broken bar HI666. Timurderer and Casander finished. Wait, what? Kathleen gasped. Yes, Casander said. Now goodbye guys. Lauren then grabbed a katana and sliced Kelly, Kathleen, Nathan Foley, Tim Harding and Charlie Robinson's heads off as they screamed in anguish. After a big rampage in the High Five studio, High 666 were sent to the secret hideout. It then cut to Kalu's house where Kalu is seen crying. Kalu was not in a good mood because Sprout lost rights to his show. The narrator said, why would Sprout have to get rid of me? Why? He sobbed. Just then Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful teleported into the shot. Hey Kalu, Vengeful Flower greeted. Why are you crying? Because my show ended in 2011 and I'm hated by PBS parents. Kalu sobbed. Uh-oh, a broken bar, Universal Vengeful muttered. And I wish I had no hate base. Kalu cried. Hey, how about you help us get revenge on Universal kids? Vengeful Flower said. That's a great idea, Kalu said. Kalu then started transforming. Kalu was now Kalola. He had his same look from Kalu's vengeance. Wow, Kalola gasped. Thanks guys. You're welcome, Vengeful Flower said. Just then, Mommy, Daddy and Rosie came in the shot. Kalu, where did you get those clothes? Mommy asked. I can't help it no more, Kalola berated. You still look different, Rosie said in the voice of Peppa Pig. Despite the fact that Rosie can't speak in full sentences in Kalu. Stop, Kalola berated. You will die. What? Mommy and Daddy gasped. Kalola then sliced Mommy, Daddy and Rosie's heads off with a katana as they screamed in agony. Oh dear, the narrator gasped. Kalu just killed his, but before she would finish, Kalola noticed her. Shut up, he interrupted. I am Kalola. Wait, what? The narrator gasped. Kalola then chainsawed the narrator as she screamed in pain. After a rampage in Kalu's world, Lola went into the secret hideout. It then cut to Pocoyo, who was sad that Sprout didn't want him anymore. "I can't believe Sprout got rid of me," Pocoyo said in the voice of Tommy from Tickety Toc. "This is something unusual though. Usually, Pocoyo talks in words babies would usually say, but in this special, Pocoyo seems to be talking in full sentences." Just then, Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful came into the shot. "Pocoyo, what's the matter?" Vengeful Flower said. "Oh, hi, Flower and UK," Pocoyo said, sounding depressed. "It's just that Sprout actually lost rights to my show back in 2017. "Oh number," Vengeful Flower muttered. "I have an idea," Universal Vengeful said. "How about you join us to get revenge on Sprout?" "Oh sure," Pocoyo accepted. "I'd love to." At this moment, Pocoyo transformed. Pocoyo was now Psychoyo. He had his look from Pocoyo's vengeance. "I'm now joining you, VF and UV," Psychoyo said. At this moment, Bottle Ellie came into the shot. "Pocoyo, what happened to you?" Potter said in the voice of Daffy Duck. 2018. "Pocoyo is gone. Say hello to Psychoyo," Psychoyo said. "Pocoyo, I mean, Psychoyo, we beg you not to kill us," Ellie said in the voice of Miss Bellum. "We're your friends." "Well, too bad," Psychoyo said. "Now goodbye friends." Psychoyo then used a knife and sliced Poto and Ellie as they screamed in anguish. Suddenly, the narrator began to speak. "Pocoyo," the narrator screamed. "Why would you do that for?" "Shut up you narrator," Psychoyo berated. "To broken bar wood," the narrator gasped. Psychoyo then chainsawed that narrator as he screamed in pain. After destroying the whole land, Psychoyo were sent by Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful to their secret hideout. It then cut to Franny's house where she was sad that Disney Junior and PBS Kids lost the rights to her show. "I cannot believe that my show ended," Franny said. Just then Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful teleported into the shot. "Hey Franny, what's wrong?" Vengeful Flower asked. "My show ended back in 2010 for no reason," Franny replied. "Uh-oh. That is horrible to hear it," Universal Vengeful muttered. "Yeah, I wonder when will my show come back." "A broken bar," Franny said. "A broken bar, why don't you get some revenge?" Vengeful Flower said. "Oh good idea." Franny accepted. Franny began transforming. Franny was now Franiga. She had her look from Franny's vengeance. "Wow, cool," Franiga said. But at this moment, right after she transformed, Franny's grandpa came in the shot. "Franny, where did you get these?" Franny's grandpa asked. "No more," Franiga berated. "Now goodbye." Franiga then rammed Franny's grandpa up as he screamed in pain. After a big rampage around Vancouver, Franiga went to the secret hideout. It then cut to the island of Soda where Thomas the Tank Engine was crying that Sprout lost the rights to his show back in 2015. On the island of Soda lived some trains, the narrator said, but one of them in the countryside was Thomas. He was very sad about what had happened. "Why would Sprout lose the rights to my show back in 2015? Thomas sobbed. Just then Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful teleported into the shot. "Hello Thomas, why are you crying?" Vengeful Flower asked. "It's because Sprout doesn't want me anymore," Thomas replied. "Oh my god," Universal Vengeful said. "This is all Mattel's fault for what they have done to you." "Yaha broken bar," Thomas sobbed. "And also, I miss my creator Britt Alcroft so much because she died." "Oh right, that makes sense," Vengeful Flower said. "BTW want to join?" "Well, yes," Thomas said. "I would like to." Thomas the Tank Engine then began to transform. Thomas the Tank Engine was now the train killer. He had a blue mask on. His train skin was now black and had a thunder symbol on it, and his funnel and dome was now drooped. Just then Percy and James came into the shot. Thomas?" Percy gasped in terror. "Is that you?" "I am no longer Thomas the Tank Engine. I am now the train killer." The train killer spoke. "The train killer?" James gasped in horror. "But that's not who the Thomas we knew is," Percy told the train killer. "Well, the Thomas you knew is officially gone," the train killer told them. "Thomas, don't do this to us," Percy screamed. The train killer didn't say anything as he then sliced Percy and James's heads off with a katana as they screamed in agony. "Oh boy," the narrator said. "Thomas, huh?" But before he would finish, Thomas noticed him. "Stop," he interrupted. "I am now the train killer." "To broken barwood," the narrator gasped, and the train killer brings a chainsaw to cut the narrator. The narrator screamed in pain as he was being chainsawed. "Good job, the train killer," Universal Vengeful said to him. "You're welcome, guys," the train killer said. "Anyways, now I will get my revenge on Mattel for doing all the stuff to me. Then we will stay here," Vengeful Flower said. "Once you're finished, we can put you in the secret hideout." After a big rampage in Island of Soldier, it then cut to Mattel headquarters where the workers were working. Just then, the train killer teleported into the shot. "You," a Mattel worker said in the voice of Vendetta from Making Fiends. "What is it?" the train killer asked. "Did you not want to see me get revenge on you?" "What?" the workers gasped. But Thomas, a Mattel worker, complained in the voice of Peppy Hair from Star Fox. "We're sorry for what we had done to you. Yeah, we should not have forced PBS or Nick Jr. to take you off the air," another Mattel worker said in the voice of Slippy Toad from Star Fox. "Well, I've had enough," the train killer berated. "You, PBS and Nick Jr. betrayed me and now I will destroy you all." "Thomas, please," the Mattel worker pleaded. "Don't hurt us." "Well, too bad," the train killer inherited. "Goodbye." The train killer then killed the Mattel workers with his weapons as they screamed in agony. After this, the train killer set out a flamethrower and set Mattel headquarters on fire. After that, the train killer went to the secret hideout. It then cut to Sid and his friends, Gabriella, May and Gerald, where they were sad that they got off the air in 2014. "I can't believe they would lose rights to us," Sid said. "Yeah," Gabriella agreed. "We deserved a third season." Just then, Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful came in the shot. "Hey kids," Vengeful Flower greeted. "What's wrong?" "We got cancelled in 2012, Gerald said. "Yeah," Gabriella agreed. "Although, we did get a movie in 2013. "Yeah, even Sprout stopped airing us in 2014 and now we're nothing but scientists," May said. "Oh man," Vengeful Flower muttered. "That can't be good." "Yeah, we know how you feel," Universal Vengeful said. "I know what to do," Vengeful Flower said as he got an idea. "You four want to join us?" "Of course," Sid accepted. Then they transformed. Sid was now Bled. He had his look from Sid's Vengeance. Gabriella was now Gabella. She had. May was now Dre. She had. Gerald was now May Earled. He had. Just then, Susie came in the shot. "Kids, where did you get those clothes?" Susie asked. "Well, we needed to get some revenge on Sprout," Blid said. "Wait, what?" Susie screamed. Gabella then used the sniper and shot Susie as she screamed in anguish. Class dismissed. May Earled finished. After taking it all down, Bled, Gabella, Dre and May Earled were sent by Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful to their secret hideout. It'd then show Boo Zone. There, the Boobas were watching their show's final moments on PBS Kids Sprout on a TV. "Oh dear," Pink Booba said. "There's not even story people here to help us." We were surprised to hear a Booba speak. Just then, Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful came in the shot. "Why are you sad, Boobas?" Vengeful Flower asked. "Because we ended in 2006 and PBS Kids Sprout took us off the air in 2009. Orange Booba said. "We feel your pain, Boobas," Universal Vengeful said. "By the way, would you like to join us?" "Of course," Purple Booba said. "That can help us." The Boobas then transformed. Orange Booba was now Aranya Booba. He had. Yellow Booba was now Amarillo Booba. He had. Pink Booba was now Rosa Booba. He had. Purple Booba was now Morado Booba. He had. Blue Booba was now Azal Booba. He had. "Thanks guys," Azal Booba thanked. "You're welcome," Vengeful Flower said. After a rampage around Boo Zone, the Boobas went in the secret hideout. It then cut to the JJ, Yo-Yo and Tom Tom from CoComelon who can be seen crying. Just then, Vengeful Flower and Universal Vengeful came in the shot. "Hey little ones," Vengeful Flower greeted. "Why are you crying?" "Because Universal Kids shut us down," JJ sobbed in the voice of Arthur Reed. "This is something unusual though. In this special, JJ, Yo-Yo and Tom seemed to be speaking in full sentences. Yeah, Yo-Yo also sobbed, agreeing in the voice of DW from Arthur. And we're hated by everyone and we got cancelled because we were too addictive for kids. Uh-oh, Universal Vengeful muttered. That looks like you got traumatized by parents. Yeah, Tom cried in the voice of Jet Propulsion from Ready Jet Go. We wish we never had a hate base. I know, Vengeful Flower said as he got an idea. You three want to help us get revenge? Yeah, JJ accepted. JJ, Yo-Yo and Tom then transformed. JJ was now FF. He had. Yo-Yo was now Oi. She had. Tom was now Momo. He had. Oh my gosh, we look wonderful, said JJ. I'd like to thank the both of you for giving us these new outfits. Then Cody, Nina, Cease, Bella and Nico came up. Whoa, Cody gasped in the voice of Jimmy Neutron. Nice clothes, you guys. Actually, we're here for revenge, Yo-Yo said. Oh, I get it, Bella realized in the voice of Shade from Paw Patrol. You guys are still sad over Universal Kids shutting you down. You could have told us about it. Yes, it was. Tom said. Now it's time to kill you guys, JJ said. Yikes, they shouted. Cody, Nina, Cease, Bella and Nico screamed in anguish as they were being killed. Thanks, Vengeful Flower, Yo-Yo said. You're welcome, Vengeful Flower said. After taking it all down, they all went to their secret hideout. WIP.